My dad has always had amazing vision. I remember being on road trips with him and he could read a street sign way off in the distance before I could tell you how many lines of text it had. It was a borderline superpower. Now, as Dad got older, he experienced age-related vision loss. It happens to everybody. The thing is, for the first time in his life, he needed glasses to read. His distance vision was still superhuman, he just needed glasses for things up close. Dad did not take to wearing glasses at first because, keep in mind, he was the only one of his 8 siblings who never wore glasses growing up. Now to have to wear them was a major adjustment for him. And he resisted. See, if he were sitting in a restaurant or whatever and you gave him a menu, he wouldn't put his glasses on, but he couldn't see either. He would sit there and do this move. If you're middle-aged and in denial, you know what I'm talking about. Couldn't read, couldn't put on the glasses either. He would do what I call the air trombone move. Ironically, he did this because he didn't want people to know he needed glasses. Here's the thing with that. Everybody who saw that knew he needed glasses. There was no other way to explain the air trombone move. Sometimes you try to convince people, including yourself, that you don't need help. However, everybody who can see you knows you need help. And it's the same thing with public speaking. You may say you don't need a coach, but the fact is you're doing the speaker equivalent of the air trombone. All you're doing is maybe lying to yourself, but you're not accomplishing anything because you're not fooling anybody. Advanced speakers who watch you know from your content and your structure and your delivery that you need help. You may resist getting a speaking coach for the same reason many people resist putting on those reading glasses. You see it as an admission of weakness. Aw man, I need help from somebody. Well, I have comforting news for you. Every speaker got help from somebody. I had a mentor. My mentor had a mentor, and so on down the line. Nobody was born knowing everything. Having a coach or a mentor is an expected part of becoming a great speaker. It's as natural as wearing glasses as you get older. The story of Dad and his eyesight has a happy ending. Eventually he started wearing his glasses and now he wears them like they're no big deal. Now what convinced him that wearing glasses is no big deal? I can't say for sure, but I have an idea that it's a combination of 2 things. First of all, I think Dad looked around and saw that all his friends were wearing glasses and he realized wearing glasses is a normal part of aging. There's nothing odd or weak about him for needing them. Perhaps you just experienced the speaker equivalent. You needed to be told that having a coach is a normal part of speaking development. All great speakers have coaches. You just needed to be told that there's nothing odd about you for needing one. I think the second thing that convinced Dad that he needed to put on those glasses was the realization that he could not solve this problem himself. No matter how much he strained, no matter how much he squinted, he just couldn't read those menus. So he had to do one of 2 things. Either put on his glasses or find a way to get longer arms. Perhaps you've experienced the speaker equivalent. No matter how much you work and rework your speeches, you are just not getting the level of connection with your audience that you want. Now, if you don't connect with your audience, you know what's going to happen? They're not going to invite you back to speak again, and that means you're missing out on repeat business. And if you don't connect with your audience, they're not going to refer you to their friends, which means you're missing out on new business. Here's the good news. I have the prescription. What you need is a speaking coach. Because a good coach is going to pull your content, your structure, and your delivery into perfect focus like a properly ground pair of reading glasses. And by the way, if you need a coach, I happen to know a guy. So keep it tuned here to lastrites.com for more speaking tips. That's last-writes.com. And together we, that's you and I, we will lay boring speeches to rest by giving them the last rites.